and welcome to Add More Zest. It's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids147. Are you ready? I don't know if I am. I'll find out. It is time to kit up the next in my custom comparison, and this one is from the Rachel Manhui store on AliExpress. This is number 3 of 4 of this custom picture. The other 2 have been done. I will be dekitting the second one soon. I've got a few dekittings that need doing, but I need a painting to work on. I have got 2 large ones on the go, but I do want to get cracking with these, so I figured let's get this kitted up. So I do need to print the image to go on this side, but I have filled in a couple of bits. I am going to go through and get all the pricing and stuff. I do have it on my computer because this is a comparison. I have made sure that I've kept those, but I have filled in a couple of details. This one has 70 colours. Wowzers. So yeah, I've put some of the information in there. I will get the rest in there and get my little picture in. I'm sort of still playing catch up with my logbook because I've only just started using it. Of course, it's not been out long. I do have this case. So I purchased this. This is an essential oils storage case. I purchased it as a case on its own and then put in it all the bottles that I sort of have from, not from containers like this, but from other different containers. And there's 70 spaces in this, which is why it was earmarked for this painting, because we have 70 colours. It does have an inventory sheet, which is good. It has all been checked off. There was something that I did get an extra one of, maybe 2 that I got an extra one of. No, even more. So there's a couple more down there that I got extra ones of, but I'm going to use that to label up my bottles. So I'm going to use my Fiskars trimmer, which gets used and abused all the time. I'm going to see whether this, actually the numbers aren't as close on this side as they are on the other. So let's cut this as close as I can. I am going to cut through the picture, but I have that picture multiple times. Let's see, is that going to fit on a bottle? Ish. Just, but not ideally. Okay, let's see how this one does. So let me get that one cut as close as I can. And then the same on this side. How close can I get that? Will that one fit? Okay, so that one fits a lot easier on a bottle, though it's still not ideal. They're not quite close enough for my liking. Let's have a think. How's best to do this? Let's see if this is where it gets fun, when there's less paper to mess with and I'm trying to trim something. Because what I'm thinking is I'm going to overlay it on the top and put it closer to the numbers. Just want to get the symbols to line up nicely for me, and they're not doing it. Okay, let's not do it that way. Let's use something I have a little bit more control over. Let's use my little one. So I am going to have to trim this. I'm trying to work out there. I will go for there, it's about half. Okay, let's trim off the top. I normally just do that with scissors. But if I cut this down there and then stick that on top of there, then that's a lot nicer looking sticker in my mind. I'm just going to use a glue dot. This is also from my scrapbooking stuff, and it's just a little dot runner. It's very similar to what is actually put on it on the sticker maker. However, actually managing the stickers are easier in the fact that you get that back coating. So it's a lot nicer for diamond painting using the sticker maker than using a dot adhesive. Because while you could use a dot adhesive, you'd probably have to use it, you know, for each and every sticker individually. And that just takes far too long, because this kitting up is going to be long enough as it is. I don't know how long it's going to be yet, but I know it's not going to be short. Okay, so that to me is a lot nicer as a set of stickers for going on the painting. So let's also cut this one down. I've got a little bit more control because of course I'm pulling it to the other side on this one. So let's dot adhesive down there. Make sure that I get all bits, because of course I am going to be cutting these up into individual stickers later, and I don't want to find one of my symbols dropping off. I need to make sure this one goes right over to the edge because of that 3000 number. See, on the other one I actually did it a little bit closer, but on this one I have a 3000 number at the bottom. So that's set number 2. Much nicer. Okay, let's do the same with set number 3. Let's cut off my excess first, because I don't tend to put the excess in the Xyron sticker maker anyway. This one will probably be able to go a little bit closer. I'm now going to have dots all over my desk, but luckily this is also a removable adhesive, so they'll wipe off. Let me just get this bottom bit to line up. Come on. There we go. Once it's started sticking, I can move it about a little bit more. It's just getting it to start. And then I do need to trim off the side. Oh, not even started opening the bags yet. Okay. And get rid of that excess. Yay! And then I'm just going to rub over all the dots on my desk. And that stops it being sticky. There is a little bit of residue, but I can deal with that when I clean up. Okay, trim out the way. Paper can go. I have what I need, which is my 3 little strips for my pots. Okay, that's gonna get stored on the shelf, because if that keeps ending up lying on the top every single time I open it, it'll test my patience. So now I'm going to use my Xyron sticker maker, which I much prefer for this process. And I'm going to see if I can get 2 to go through without going off on an angle, so that it doesn't go through the sticker maker straight. Is it coming? Okay, it is coming. It's coming slowly, and I've just realised it's because I'm holding the thing that rolls round on the other side. So get that little bit through, and then I'm going to see if I can get this one to follow. and then rip it off. So what this does is it puts lots more tiny little sticker dots on the back of the sticker paper. Lots and lots of tiny little dots. And then the bits that were left on this piece of paper are coming off on this, which means these are now stickers. Awesome. So I'm going to grab some smaller scissors that are probably still covered in gunk, yes, because these are the stickers I grabbed for, I grabbed for everything. And let's trim them up so they're a little bit easier to work with. And I want this small strip first, because that is for this first one. Now, I haven't left myself a lot of extra background paper, so I'm probably going to end up cutting some of these cleanly off the sticker sheet, but I'm trying to cut through the sticker but not cut through all of the background sticker sheet, and that just means that I can peel the stickers off. In fact, let me finish doing that and I'm going to cut them the other way. Now, I like to start with the smallest number of sticker at the bottom for me, working its way up to the top. Some people prefer to start at the top, working their way down, and some people prefer to change it all round by symbols. I'm going to see how I go on this painting, because there is a lot of colours, so there is a lot of symbols to deal with. I think for this painting, when I prepare the canvas, I'm going to put my cover paper on it, but I think I'm not going to do this one using the Decision Maker app. So quite often I like to divide a painting up into manageable sections. I like to number those sections, and then I like to put them in my Decision Maker app, and a little wheel spins and it tells me what number to do. And I like that because it varies up diamond painting a little bit, makes it a little bit different. But I think with this painting, one, with it being poured glue and me putting cover sheets on, we all know how often, even though I have a pen that will write on a cover sheet, if you watch the June Waffle, you'll know how often I still manage to get that pen all over me. So partly because it's cover sheets, but also mainly because it is so many colours. You tend to find that with a painting like this, so because we have, for example, all this green background behind my mother-in-law, and she's wearing this purple cardigan, that quite often it is a few colours that will be used for a certain section. So for example, her cardigan, you're not likely to find the same colour that's in her cardigan in the green, because this is purple and that's green. You may find that there's a couple of colours that will come across the two, you know, some shading in greys might work with the greens as well as with the purples. Black might appear in them both. But the likes of the solid purples and stuff will only appear down here at the bottom. So when I put the cover sheets on, I think I'm going to work on this like a cross in sections. So I will in effect be doing a lot of the purple to start off with, so I will get familiar with where the colours are that are in this bottom part. And then when it comes to the green section, I'll start to get familiar with where the green colours are. And hopefully that familiarity will mean I'm not searching for symbols every waking hour. Or I may revamp these, because I'm just noticing now I've got, for example, here I've got the number 2, the number 6, this is the number 4. So what I might do, in fact, yeah, I probably am going to, I might do it straight from the beginning. Because there is so many colours, once I've kitted this up, so I'm keeping it in this order for now because it's DMC order, and that's what the diamonds are numbered as. When I'm done, I'm actually going to redo it in symbol order. I think I'm going to do letters, numbers, followed by symbols, and do it that way. It will be a lot more entertaining when it comes to dekitting. It will take a lot more time because they won't be in the correct number order for putting them away in my spares. But I can choose to re-put them back into number order before I dekit. But one dekitting session of wasting a bit of time trying to find the numbers and put them away and potentially have to get out of box because I've missed one will still be, I will still save time when I'm actually working on the painting, which takes a lot longer than dekitting. I don't know which will be quicker, either dekitting or kitting up. I'm still only putting my stickers on and we're over 15 minutes in and I'm still fighting with stickers. So I hope you've got yourself a nice brew. But yeah, I think, in fact, I've got uppercase and lowercase letters. I might still put them together because I think in my head I'd still say the letter B or the letter D, whether it be uppercase or lowercase. So my brain's whirring on what's the best way to sort out these symbols as I'm putting them down. I think what I'll do is, as I am putting the diamonds in the pots, so as I pull a pot out to put the diamonds in, I'm going to group them over to the side according to whether they are a letter, a number, or a symbol. And then when I go to put them back in here, I'll then figure out what's the best way to organise them. Because I'm looking now and it's like, do I have a lowercase b and an uppercase B? I don't know. I'm not seeing it at the moment, but it doesn't mean I don't. I have many more symbol sheets that I've not yet done. Oh, I do have an uppercase and a lowercase h because they're both on here. So maybe, no, I'm still going to keep the alphabet together, I think. I think whether it be an uppercase or a lowercase, I'm just going to tell myself in my head H. So if I put them both together, if my brain has not registered whether it's upper or lowercase, by seeing two H's will make me look as to whether it's upper or lowercase that I need. It's all about making sure that you work according to how your brain works, which can be very different for different people. This is a lot of diamonds, people. Well, it's the same amount as I've had in the others. And the other ones I've had 44 colours, I think, in each. 44 colours in one, 45 colours in another. In the other ones that I've done. Right, this one will be easier to cut because I don't have to panic about getting too close to the edge. And it was only because I had so many that I was a bit stingy with my sticker sheet. But this part is loads quicker. So I'm cutting through the sticker but not through the backing paper so that they stay together which means that when I put them onto my storage, they go in the right order and I'm not trying to pick up a ton of small stickers off the side in a scattering. We've even got the number 11 and number 12 in these. They don't just go up to number 9 and stop. Yeah, I've got number 11 here and I've got a number 12 somewhere else. I don't think I've seen that before, unless it's been a special diamond painting where they just use numbers. I don't think I've had a canvas, a normal, straightforward diamond painting canvas with the number 12 on it yet. So I'll need to make sure that my brain doesn't tell me it's the number 1. I'm looking around, I'm trying to see where the number 12 is, but I can't even see. It's probably one of the diamonds that I only put in about 6 in the whole canvas. It does make me wonder how they number them, whether they use, you know, more popular symbols in the colours that they have the most of. I didn't take that closer look at the inventory sheet before starting this, because I kind of needed to crack on. It's a lot of colours, a lot of numbers, and if it doesn't get kitted up, it isn't going to get completed. And we all want these to be completed. I want to see what the customs compare like to each other, as do you guys. Okay, over 20 minutes in and we're stickered up. So what do I need now? I need a plain big white tray. That is just to catch diamonds. I need said diamonds. So these went in a bigger bag because they wouldn't fit in a smaller one, and I've just labelled it up with my stickers that are available in my shop. The website is somewhere there. I label both the canvas and the stickers. In this case, I didn't label the canvas, but only because it's a current project that I knew I'd be getting to. It's not in my regular stash, but more often than not, I will label both. Only the customs I didn't do it. Okay, so 451. I'm hoping is done. I'm hoping there's not extras anywhere, but that one's number 6, so I'm going to put it numbers up there, I think. Letters, symbols. I'm just going to put them to the side of me until this is empty. I need my little desktop bin. We are going to have some that are extra, but I'll deal with all those at the end. So 934. Let's see how many we can fit in one pot. So there is a lot of these. This is a lot of green. There's a lot of 935 that's next to it as well. So 2. Are you counting with me? Going in 2s for now. 2, 4. We're going to make it a nice even number. That will kind of be nice. Six. We might fit 7 in, but I'm going to go with 6. It's not full. I would get another 1 in, but I don't think it's an issue when I have that many left. I am going to put them to the side. I will sort out bags for them, but with there being 70 colours, I kind of feel like I need to deal with everything that's around here first. So I've put the symbol over to the side. So we know 2, 4, 6 of these will go in. And then I've got over to the far side, which is out of camera view, I've got the extras. and we'll deal with the extras once we've, oh, see, making a mess already. We'll deal with the extras once I've got all of these in. And I've not cut this bag properly, that's why they're not coming out. So we'll leave them in there just in case I drop any more before we're done. Did I cut them both? I did. And some of these we've only got one bag of, and some of them we've got a lot. Obviously, these two greens must appear a lot in the background. Get those few in, and that one's a letter. Okay, 225. Only got one. So that should be easy enough. And that's a letter. Oh, I've got a missing empty bag at the top, but I did do my inventory, so it must just be an empty one. But there's 5, so we'll get all these in. I am kind of hoping that I don't have another bag floating about anywhere, because trying to find a number when I'm not putting them back in the storage in DMC order might be fun. Though I do have the canvas as well, so I can always look up what the DMC number, what the symbol is on the canvas, and then I'm only looking in one spot then. 3835. So we do have an uppercase and a lowercase n as well, because this one is the letter N, this is 3835, and lowercase is 225, so they were well far away from each other. Okay, 3860, the pi symbol. Though whenever I say pi when I'm looking for this symbol, I don't necessarily think of maths. But maybe that's just because there's a much more interesting pi to think about. Not, oh, this one is a moon. 3350. Quite a few dark colours in this one. 334. Even looking at the canvas, it looks darker. Like the image looks darker. It'd be very interesting to see what sort of way companies go, or what way their software goes when you give them something for a custom. Whether it goes lighter or darker, and in turn which one looks better when it's completed. That's why I'm kind of excited for this one. Because while I have of course seen them finished, I haven't looked at them all together, because I put the canvas away when I finished it. So the first time I'll be looking at all 4 of them together will be in preparation when I'm laying them out ready for the video comparison. So I won't be that far ahead of you all. Trying to keep it a surprise. I know I do need to write notes down on the Hom Fun canvas, because I did run out of colours. So I'll have to make sure that I note that down in my logbook. And then, as long as it's noted down in my logbook, you see, then I can go through that when I do the comparison. So that one's a symbol. 938. I kind of like this way. I'm actually seeing progress as things go down, rather than just seeing the pile of diamonds go down and thinking I'm getting really far, when actually all I'm left with is single diamonds. I've done that before. I've thought, oh, I'm nearly there. And actually, no. The diamonds that I've put in are the ones that I had, you know, 8 packets of each. Are the ones that are done. And all the ones that are single packets are still sat there waiting for me. And it equals a lot more diamonds. A lot more pots. One escapee. Get in. Okay, that one's also a letter. What have we got now? 318. Oh, that's the yen symbol. I'm going to keep that in symbols, I think. Because as much as it looks like a Y, it is actually the symbol for yen. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's the symbol for yen. Might be the symbol for something else as well. It's that one. Will it focus? There we go. So it's, as far as I know, that's the yen symbol. Got a diamond stuck to my scissors. I think my scissors need a Goo Gone treatment. Just because when I'm packing orders, I just grab whatever pair of scissors is closest, so they all get gunk to it. So put that in symbols. 775. Tick done. That's what I'm hoping this one will be soon. That's why I thought if I get this one kitted up first, even before I've broken down the one that I've already done, because I knew I didn't need the case, you know, that the other one was in, for the purposes of kitting this one up. I knew it had its own case because of having 70 colours. When I picked up this case, I had this painting in mind. I'm sure there'll be others that I'll use it for, but in mind I knew I had a painting that had 70 colours, so that would definitely get kitted up in this. And others might do. So we've got a couple of 60 bottle cases, but quite often they get used for large diamond paintings that tend to be on the go for longer. So I know I have my Minions in one 60 bottle case, and Megan has her Tinkerbell painting in a 60 bottle case. And then all my other 60 bottle cases that I happen to own are used for my Heaven and Earth design, so they're not in general circulation anyway. So because we only have 2 60 bottle cases, whenever I go to do a painting that may be small but have more colours, or like with my Mr. Quacker's painting and just decide I'm kitting up a second large one because I'm too excited. Oh, diamond. I spotted it sneaking into the case. Get in there. Yeah, or the likes of when I decide to set up another large diamond painting just because I like it. I don't have another 60 bottle case in general circulation. So this 70 will come in handy if I need it, because the last customer kit up had 44 colours, which was slightly more than would fit in my 42 bottle case, but I didn't have a 60, so it ended up going in a 42, and then I used my tiny one as well, so it actually went in 2 cases. Okay, black, how many do we have? We have 8. Okay, could be a worse amount of black, but we'll keep hold of 6 for going in here, because that's how many we've determined fit in a bottle, pretty much. Though I filled one up with 5 before and it was very full. So I'm kind of glad I don't try and squeeze 7 in. If I only had 7 packets of 310, I might have tried to squeeze it in. But I have 8. So there's no point in just having 1 left over if it's not going to fit. And I'm not going to get 2 more in there. Not without it being a very tight squeeze. 819. This one's a dash. We're going for keyboard symbols for a lot of these. Not all of them, but 819 3752. This is my normal letter Y. So I'm definitely best keeping them both separate. Okay, 3033. Oh, another number. Good. I did wonder where all the numbers were. I've only kitted up one number so far. 939. The other famous dark colour, but there's only 2 of these. So maybe it won't be that dark a painting after all. Oh, hang on, what's this one? 3799, 2, 4, 6, and then we've actually got another 4. 3799. It is very muggy where I am today. And it's rather warm in here. Ooh. Thought I was going to lose them all in the pot then. Checking they weren't all clumped together. 452. The number 2. I am looking forward to working on this one though. I don't think I've worked on one from this store before. Megan has. Her Tinkerbell, which is the large one that she's working on, is from this store. Rachel Manhui or Manhui Rachel, I never know which way it's said, I always forget. I forget to look it up. Yeah, her Tinkerbell is from there, and she's liked it so far. She's not told me of any moans and groans. But the last custom I need to do is Ever Moment, and I have left that for last on purpose, and that is because I know that's going to be a nice quality painting, and I figured by the time I get to the end, 3024. Ooh, I haven't already kitted up 3024 and got it completely wrong, have I? No? Can I just not read? Oh, it's there. I can't read. I was like, it's on the canvas, but I don't remember seeing that symbol. Yeah, she hasn't told me anything bad of it, but yeah, I did decide to keep the Ever Moment for last because I knew it was more than likely to be good quality. I did the Huracan one first because I've had canvases that have been, well, canvases, it's more diamonds. I've had diamonds that have been both good and bad from them. My last square painting from them did have the popping drills. It was that long ago. It was the popping drills saga that Huracan had with a lot of their paintings. So I did that one first, just in case I experienced the same thing. I would much rather get it out the way than it be the last in a row of 4. Ooh, looks like we have a lot of 792 in her cardigan. So 6 of those, and I'll put the rest to the side. Then I did the Hom Fun, because normally on a whole their diamonds are good to work with. I did run out of some, which were frustrating, but to work on it was still quite a nice painting. It had its moments with rivers in the canvas and of course with running out, but I sort of knew what I was expecting a bit more with them. Then it was the Manhui Rachel, because I expected it, or I expect it, not that I've done it yet, I expect it to be pretty good quality from what I've heard and from, you know, Megan enjoying the one that she's worked on. And then Ever Moment for last, because I do pretty much always enjoy working on theirs. I don't know, the diamonds are so nice, but I pretty much always enjoy working on an Ever Moment. So I figured by the time I get to canvas number 4, it will feel like a treat for it to be an Ever Moment one to do. It's kind of my hope. But we're on number 3. We're half of them are done, and hopefully the next part will be a lot quicker. I didn't really get much time to do it during the June waffle at all. I got the last couple of sections done, but only at the end of the June waffle, when I was like, this bad boy needs to be done. Before then, I hadn't got anywhere near as much time to work on it as I was hoping. So I'm glad it's finished, and I can move on to this one. I was hoping to, ideally, if everything had gone how I wanted it to, I would have finished this, the last custom, sort of in the beginning of June. Well, I hoped to finish it before June, but once it was established it wasn't. I was hoping to finish it in the first couple of weeks of June, do this kitting up video ready for when the June waffle was finished, but I've actually made a good start on it so that you guys could see the custom comparison quicker. But nah, that didn't happen. So this is actually getting kitted up the weekend before this video's gone up, because I tend to do most of my, when it's not been the June waffle, I try to do my videos on the weekend, ready for the next week, because then there's no conflict with, you know, work or having a bad day or anything like that. It means the videos are done, everything's scheduled, and then I can concentrate on working full time, and in the evening, you know, getting orders ready and shipped from the shop, and then following that, hopefully some more diamond painting. I find it kind of works. As long as I get at least one full day of filming, it kind of works. Okay, that's the letter R. Oh, what are you, lonely little one? 963. The letter H in lowercase. So there's not going to be many of those because I've only got one pot. Oh, there's more of people. Oh, don't go hiding under the canvas. You give me a heart attack. Okay, 3834. Some of the numbers on these bags are not in the best position. This one is wrapped around on itself. But as long as I can figure out what it is, we're all good. There we go. One row. Oh, you didn't want to move. That's the symbol. 820. They're definitely a lot brighter than the 820s I was working on my June waffle. Was it 820 I was working on, or was it 823? Maybe it should have been 823. I don't know. I've forgot now. And I've not long de-kitted that one, but I'm still forgetting. Must be getting old. Okay. 415. Bit of grey. So many bits of plastic. Okay, 646. Get in there. Definitely get in there. But considering the amount of diamonds that's still there, I think we've got a lot better. 1 or 2 packets. P414. Or in the case of this one, 3 packets. I try where I can to cut 2 together. I fold them and then I try and scrunch the diamonds down so that I can get a clean cut across, and then tip them both in together, just because it takes that little bit of time off. And any time we can save is good. As much as I absolutely love kitting up, and I do, when it gets to like over an hour to kit up a painting, I do get a bit like, okay, I'm over it now. Right, I think I need to go and empty my bin, so BRB. Okay, bin is emptied. And I had a cool down and a brew, because it's warm. And sometimes you do just need to take a break when kitting up. Plus the printers needed changing, the 3D printers, so I had stuff to keep me busy. So we're on 3041. I think I have got quite a few that are left that are just singles, because I've still got a lot of pots here, but I don't have a lot of diamonds here. So let's see if we can get some of these with a few more gone, because it's going to take a bit to actually get the pots back in the case as well, in an order that makes sense. Some of it will be easy. It's the symbols that might take a little bit, but I'm guessing the symbols wise it will probably take just a bit of doing the painting to get a familiarity with it, and get them to, you know, be stuck in my head for the purposes of this painting. I've also got to deal with and sort out the ones that I have more of, because I do want to get those sorted. I think I'm going to put them in my bags that can go on a ring binder, because that's probably the best, most compact way to deal with it. 844. Can't see them for looking. And I'm only dealing with numbers now, not a load of new symbols and letters and everything else. It's probably quite good that I've had a week or so break from finishing the last custom before kitting this one up. Because the picture is the same, it gives chance for my brain to forget the symbols for the other one, which means that it'll probably be a bit easier to start remembering the symbols for this one. But I definitely want to get it kit up, because otherwise, because I need a diamond painting to do, even if I don't always get an evening to do it, I need to know that there's one there to do. And as much as I do still have, a couple of big ones on the go, I really want to make my focus these customs, and then I can go back to my usual, which is to have one small one and one big one, and maybe do a different one each evening, or maybe do a bit of both. Very much dependent on my mood, which is a-okay. And yeah, I have really enjoyed finishing up, actually completing a couple of paintings recently. So of course the June waffle got completed, my other custom got completed, and last night I completed the mystery from Margaret. So yeah, all of those, all of those sorts of paintings are done, complete, and it's kind of nice to finish paintings, and it'll be really nice to get this one finished, just because everybody's waiting for the custom comparison, me included. Maybe I should have gone with 30 by 40 size rather than 40 by 50, but I say it's not about how big you need to go. This comparison, it's not about how big the canvas needs to be. It's more about how clear the image is, and I didn't want the size of the canvas to in any way, make a difference to the painting. I wanted the image to be clear, totally clear, and then it was all about how good the image looks and how the rendering that the company uses looks. So I still think I went for the right size, but at the same time, there's some times when I'm like, ugh, if it had been smaller, I might have been done by now. And I have still got another one to do, because I don't know if everybody, of course, that's watching actually got to watch, the comparison of the canvases before anything was done. But both Hom Fun and the Manhui Rachel store didn't send images to give me a mock-up of the canvas. Now, I didn't ask any companies for one, so this is not, a necessarily bad thing against them. I didn't ask for one, and each of the ones that I've been sent actually look okay, so I can understand why they didn't necessarily send me one. But because they didn't automatically send one, whereas Huacan and Evermoment did, they sent one before it was shipped to confirm that we were happy with it. I decided to order a second canvas from Hom Fun and the Manhui Rachel store, or Rachel Manhui, whichever way around it is. I decided to order the smallest size they did in exactly the same picture, to see if they would also send that, and in turn if that would look good. So that will be sort of an extra on top of the comparison. I'm not going to do those before I do the comparison video, because the primary custom comparison is not against size, it's against the image itself. So at least it means I get 2 videos out of it, and you guys get 2 videos out of it. I'll have the custom comparison, and then I'll have the size comparison for the stores that I just ordered another size from. We'll see what they look like. But yeah, we are getting near the end now, and it is, a lot of them are single bags. 902. So a little bit quicker now. We should get to be able to sort out the other diamonds, prep the canvas, all the nice all the nice things that aren't just tipping diamonds into a pot. A bit more exciting things, or at least I think they are. I think it's a bit more exciting when I get to that point. I like the organising side of things, not so much the tipping the diamonds in. 779. As much as it needs doing, it's not the exciting. But I've only got a couple more to go. So that's D. 453. I think actually deciding to put the diamonds in the case in the order of the symbols, I think I'm going to be thankful for that the whole time I'm working on this painting. Okay, so I still have my extras to sort, but let's start with getting some of these back in. So I do have an uppercase A. Now this is where it gets fun. Stay up. I'm trying to get the canvas to stay up. So, I do have two B's. I only have one C, I think. This is where it's going to be hard to make sure that I have got everything. So that's a D. In fact, let's keep lowercase up here and uppercase down here, because there's definitely more uppercase than there is lowercase. So these are all upper, that's lower. They're uppercase, that's lower. Okay, so these are now all uppercase, and I've only got a few lower. So D, E, not got one, F, G. Do we have a G? Oh, we do. G, H, with a lowercase h. I'm glad they went together. We don't have an I. J. Do we have a K? We do. K. L. M. No, because we have a W, but we do have a lowercase m. M. N. In two types. Don't have an O. P. No Q. R. S. Oh, T. I have that in lower as well, and I'm having to split that. That'll be fun. T. U. V. W. X. Two lots of Y. And a Z. Okay, then we've got 1. I don't know if I have all numbers here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Okay, so we don't. And then we have a load of symbols. So what I am going to pull out, and I did notice there was a few that are sort of different types of arrows-ish. I mean, these aren't necessarily arrows, but they could be, you know, seen as one. So I'm probably going to put them at the end of the arrows. But then I do have 2 arrows here. That's an arrow, as is that one. So if I've got something that's a similar symbol, I would much prefer to put them together so that I can determine, you know, the one that I need. Okay, so I'm going to put the yen, because that seems to be the only monetary symbol I've got there, but then I'm going to do the arrows. So I've got up, down, to the right, back around on itself in a corner. Then I'm going to put these two symbols, even though they're not arrows, they're similar. Then I'm going to lead, oh, I've just found another arrow. Then I'm going to lead into triangles. Let me move those over. Because I have an up arrow, I have a down arrow, I have a to the right arrow and a to the left arrow. So I do need to make sure that they're together so that I can determine which is which. Then I've got a couple that are triangles. So then I'm going to put the slash and the circle, because with them being 310 and 939 as well, they're the dark colours. So I'll put those together. Is there anything else that screams at me that it needs to be together? No. So I think I'm going to go for the darkish colours, which will be the bolder symbols. All those darkish colours are now all together. Is there anything else now? So we've got a couple of stars. Oh, I do have a couple of pluses. So if I switch those round, because that's a dark colour, but it's not very, very dark. Okay, and then I think they can just go in. There's nothing there that grabs me as being too similar. If I find that there's some of them that, are closer to each other when I'm actually working on it, then I may do a bit of a switch about. But basically I have all the letters, then all the numbers, and if it's got an uppercase and a lowercase, I put both. So both B's are there. Then the numbers, then arrows, followed by, more than symbol, but then I've got it upright, so I've followed it with triangles, and then I've gone for dark colours, and then followed it by pretty much the rest. So that is that done. Now I need to deal with these, of which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extras. So I'm going to use these bags because I like the fact that I can put them together on book rings. So 4, 5, 6. And I did get a ruck of book rings with them. So this can be the book ring for this kit. And then let me get, this is where I have to keep moving stuff out my way. Get my little stickers. So these are stickers that are sold on my website. And I tend to get the ones that are a little bit out of line. If the printer has a little bit of a moment. I have a couple of sheets that are, mine. But then if there's the odd sticker that ends up with a mark on it because of the printer or something, I get those sheets. So we've got 935, 934, 3799, 792, the lovely 310, and then 520. So I'm going to pop these on these bags. They are clear on the front. It's probably hard to tell, but they are clear on the front. So we'll pop these on. And these can hold the rest of these diamonds. And whenever the pot runs out, that's when I will grab this book ring to fill up the pots. And I like to hang these. I use one of the baby carts from IKEA. I can never remember what name it is, but I use one of the baby carts as my diamond painting station. So this, hopefully, I'm hoping it'll fit, will go on the bottom. And then the middle one has all of my tools. So all my diamond painting tools, whether that be, you know, it holds my cover sheets, it holds a pair of scissors in case I happen to have bags that need opening. It holds some Ever Moment bags in case I ever need to, you know, bag up some diamonds. What else does it hold? A pretty placer in case I have AB diamonds. It holds some clips for my light pad. Probably it's where I put my trays and my pens. All that sort of stuff is on the middle shelf. And then the top has, inside the top, because it's like a 3-tier cart, is my tablet for my Heaven and Earth designs. But then I have one of their wooden boards on the top, so it's like a mini table as well. So when I'm working on a diamond painting, I'll take my case of diamonds off the bottom and I'll sit it on the top while I'm working on it. Or I might sit it on the couch next to me and put my brew on the top. Choices. I have choices. But yeah, I love my little cart. It will wheel about, and I can pop it in the craft room out the way, you know, when we have guests or anything like that, or just for a general tidy up. I can move it out of the conservatory and just pop it in my craft room. More often than not though, it's out in the conservatory because I tend to be doing diamond painting a fair amount. Which is why I never have it in here whenever I need something from it. I actually did remember to bring in my cover sheets today, which is a good start. Now, I could tip these bags straight into those bags, but I find I can open more if I tip them into the tray. And then I can tip them into here. And it possibly would have been a good idea to do this with the pots, but you never know how the diamonds are going to behave. So because I've already kitted up all the rest of the diamonds, and they were pretty much well-behaved diamonds as far as they can be, I know I'm pretty much good to do this. I don't know whether I'm good to do this many, but I guess we'll find out. Just put it on an angle. Let's see how this works. Try not to cut through a diamond. I keep opening and closing my scissors so it gives chance for the diamonds to move out the way. Ooh, that's epic. I think I've made more of a mess than I meant to though. One diamond, come on. Okay, so that's those done. Got a couple caught in the end, probably a few too many bags to try and do that with. And then I did end up with diamonds on the side where I missed. But that was probably still quicker than cutting them all open separately. Now I just need to get them all into this bag safely. So I'm just tapping the side of the tray just to try and get them all to go down the funnel but not jump out the top. There is a few that are jumping, but again, that's probably just because of the amount that I've put in here. I used to use these big trays and only these big trays for diamond painting primarily because they are good and cheap. Was that a diamond? Yeah, it was. Yeah, because they're good and cheap, but I much prefer having my tray with a spout now. I've become spoilt and I've got used to it, and I have to keep telling myself when I'm tipping diamonds out of this tray not to just tip it up without something being there, because I've got so used to having a stopper in my tray that I just go to tip diamonds up and it's like, can't do that. I used one of the little white trays in the kits for a special diamond painting project, like an off the canvas item, and I went to tip them into a bag and went to just tip the tray up before even having the bag ready. Not a good idea. Okay, diamonds are done. Let's stick those on the, there's not too many colours, so I'm not too fussed about them being in order, but they will just sit on the side of my cart. They sort of hang off the edge out the way, and when I need them, I'll top them up. So, drills are ready, spare drills are ready, canvas. It's canvas time. Now, anybody who has been watching my channel will know for a while, I don't like the clear covers. And I don't like the clear covers because I will find myself chasing. So I'll pull back a section to do something, then I'll just spot one up here and one up here, and the next thing, I'm all the way at the top. Especially with this, the likes of this green. I might be okay just doing this bit, but then when I do the green, it'll just be like, oh, just do. Yeah. I try to avoid that. So the only way I found to avoid that is to section it off. And that's where these bad boys come in. So these are cover sheets. And I think I'm going to go this way. Only because I want to do the bulk of her cardigan as sort of my first row. And therefore, I'm getting pretty much all the cardigan in. I might not get it in over here, but I'll have done my best to get it in. So I'm going to keep going all the way across. Hopefully it's going to line up quite nice, but it might not. Oh, ish. Oh yeah, we have. So that is one row, and I'll do one section at a time. And there's only a little bit of the cardi that I won't have caught. So let's see how many we get going up this way. And the glue has overrun, so I think I am going to have to washi tape it as well. But I'll do that as I'm going. Oh, I can get 4 as well if I watch what I'm doing. So I am basically going to cover it in this. How many have we got? 3, 6, 7, 40, 28 sections on this. Some nights I'll get 1 done. Some nights it'll be none. Some nights it'll be 2. So I'm still hoping it'll take me less than 28 days though to get this done. My battery didn't like how long I was taking. Can't believe I've gone through a full camera battery. Okay, so I am overlaying them ever so slightly, but not a lot. I am not worrying about how it's lined up for the canvas below. And that's only because I do tend to do a little bit of readjustment when I start a section to line it up so that the squares are all lined up nice. I'm just breaking it down at the moment so that I can't see the other squares, which will stop me doing the chase with diamonds. If I can see the other squares, I'll chase it. And then as soon as I take one off, it just goes back into my passport holder, back into my cart. So I'll probably start bottom left because that's just the space I like to start. And what I'll do is, see, when I come here, this edge is pretty straight. I can get all my diamonds down here, but I can't across here. So what I'll do is I'll lift that one up, straighten it up to the rest, and pop it back down again and work on that section. And then I'll move over. But there's no point in doing that for each and every one, because it could line up on one but not on the next, and it's just not worth it. It's 2 seconds when I go to do it. But that's a nice thick canvas, that one. Anyway, diamonds are ready. Canvas is ready. That is going to be a dekitting monster. But I will see you the other side when this one is ready to be dekitted. In between, of course, there will be many more videos to watch, but do make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you do get to see the completed custom comparison. Is that going to stick on there? I like to put the stickers off the diamonds onto my case just because I do have a couple of ones on the go. I do know this is my 70 bottle case and I know it's for this painting, but it's a habit that I'm sort of in. Stick the sticker on. But yeah, do make sure that you're subscribed so that you can see these customs when they're finished. I think it's going to be very exciting and I can't wait to be able to actually answer people's questions of where do I get a custom done. At least now I will have somewhere eventually to point them to say, here's some examples. But thank you so much for watching and I'll speak to you all again soon.